Hi, welcome back to Shotoku Tech. I was on Amazon searching for ESP32 cam and I found this Freenove ESP32S3 cam board. And that's pretty cool. Stay tuned, I'll be playing with that. But anyway, while I was in this search page, I scrolled down to here and I saw Heltec go by and I go, I like Heltec products. Wait a minute, Wi-Fi HaLow? So what is Wi-Fi HaLow? I had to take a closer look at this board. Wi-Fi HaLow. It says 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I don't understand that. But it's got a long-range transmission, 1 to 2 kilometers, 32 megabits per second. Yeah, that's just crazy. I wanted to learn more about what is Wi-Fi HaLow. Okay, so first of all, regular Wi-Fi is 802.11, either N, AC, or AX. That's 2.4, 5, or 6 gigahertz. And we're talking about short range, high throughput, high bandwidth. HaLow, Wi-Fi HaLow, is 802.11.8H, and it's sub 1 gigahertz, long range, low power, IoT optimized. Let's talk about the frequencies. Yeah, the frequency bands for regular Wi-Fi is 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. And, oh, what is that? 900 megahertz. Sounds a lot like LoRa, sub 1 gigahertz. Long range, excellent penetration. Wi-Fi has weaker wall penetration. Typical indoor range, 30 to 70 meters for Wi-Fi, hundreds of meters for HaLow. Outdoors, we're talking line of sight, 200 meters for Wi-Fi, up to a kilometer for HaLow. I'm not going to get into this channel width, but you look at this maximum throughput of Wi-Fi V6 at 9.6 gigabytes per second. It's much lower for HaLow, typical IoT class speeds. Well, if you're a fan of this channel, you like IoT like I do. Power usage, though, Wi-Fi uses a lot of power, whereas HaLow's optimized for low power, especially battery devices. Now, device density, high density for Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 implemented this OFDMA, which basically assigns a separate channel for each device, and a device could have more than one channel. So you don't have all the devices contending to put their signal on the same wire at the same time. That's the biggest difference for Wi-Fi 6 from the previous versions of Wi-Fi. Device density is very sparse for HaLow. Think of it more like Meshtastic. I don't see anybody implementing HaLow for Meshtastic yet, but I imagine that's going to happen. We've already talked about this. More penetration of walls, better efficiency for speed. Yeah, speed versus efficiency. Yeah, so Hi-Fi is fast, whereas HaLow's much more efficient for IoT, long range, low power battery devices for HaLow. We talked about the OFDMA. Let's move on, because this sounds eerily similar to LoRa when we talk about the 900 megahertz range. Let's look at the comparison here. Yeah, so 802.11aH is HaLow, and Chirp Spread Spectrum PHY is LoRa. HaLow has high throughput. Oh yeah, IP native. So it's got IPv4 and IPv6. So you can actually do networking, Ethernet networking over Wi-Fi HaLow, which you really can't do over LoRa. As far as I'm aware, you can leave a comment down below if I'm just missing a point somewhere. But longer range, ultra long range, ultra low power for LoRa. Massive IoT interest there. Typical range, they're saying up to 3 kilometers of line of sight for Wi-Fi HaLow, whereas LoRa, 5 to 10 kilometers. Indoor penetration is good for Wi-Fi HaLow and excellent for LoRa at a very low bit rate. Let's see. Wi-Fi HaLow supports video HD at 600 meters. Wow. You don't get that with Meshtastic. Battery life for HaLow is, let's just say, at medium, months to years. And then for LoRa, 5 to 10 years, if you're talking about just wake on transmit or wake on receive. Energy profile's higher for the HaLow. You got the Wi-Fi stack plus OFDM, managing the signals coming and going, whereas you don't have that overhead with LoRa. So we're talking about topology differences. Wi-Fi AP is star mesh, but you have the support for IPv4 and IPv6. LoRaWAN is star of stars, requires a LoRaWAN gateway. So your use cases for HaLow are cameras, industrial sensors, smart grid, and you could do over-the-air firmware updates directly over Wi-Fi HaLow, where you can't do an over-the-air firmware update over LoRa. You can do Bluetooth. I do have a video on that topic. Yeah, look, check out my channel. I got hundreds of videos for Meshtastic, etc. I did just do a OTA firmware update via Bluetooth on my solar mesh node. Let's see if there's anything more of interest here. Yeah, Wi-Fi HaLow, if you want real throughput, not just connectivity. Cameras, sensors needing more than 100 kilobits per second. Smart grid applications. So these could work together too. Yeah, this isn't as obvious as one might think, but HaLow and LoRa are not competitors. They're complements. You could have LoRa for the sparse, low-density telemetry and HaLow for high-bandwidth edge devices, cameras, gateways, controllers, etc. They're different layers of an IoT architecture. Hey, leave a comment down below if you've worked with Wi-Fi HaLow. It's my first time hearing about it. That's why I'm making this video. I hope that it's been an interesting discussion talking about the various differences between HaLow and Wi-Fi, HaLow and LoRa. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I found a couple of other devices supporting the Wi-Fi HaLow. This is Elecro's ESP32 Wi-Fi HaLow module. I'll have the links to these products in the description down below. And they also have a Wi-Fi HaLow gateway. And this is going to enable you to connect your Wi-Fi HaLow network to your regular Wi-Fi network. So, and you'll be routing with IPv6. So there's some incredible, interesting possibilities there. I'd really, again, leave a comment if you've worked with Wi-Fi HaLow, especially if you've worked with a gateway such as this. Anyway, I'm just about to produce my field test of the 2.4 gigahertz Meshtastic. It's been an interesting topic that we've explored thus far, so you might want to check out this playlist. But before you do, please give this video a like. Hey, share the video and make sure to click on subscribe, whatever you do. And thank you very much.